Hey folks, and welcome back to another day. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl D here, and I really wanted to quickly come before you to intro this video and let you know what it's all about. So today I am collabing with my girl Kenya here on YouTube. I'll make sure I have all of her information linked down below. Make sure you follow her. If you go over there and you subscribe, tell her, hey, from D. And if you're from her channel and from her video, hey, I'm D. Thanks for stopping by. But today's video is all about a thrift flip challenge that we put in place for us. We gave ourselves $50 to spend for this entire challenge. So whether it was something from like a power tool or something that you needed, like just a little supply piece for your project, it all had to be within that $50 budget. Another one of our kind of loose rules was that your finished product could not be something that was bought new from the store, like as a whole. So for instance, one of the projects that I worked on was a side table. Now I couldn't go out to like Target or Wayfair, as cute as their stuff is, and buy a side table. So if I wanted to kind of recreate a side table that I saw from Target or Wayfair, I could do that. But everything that I bought should be, for the most part, secondhand. There are some things that I did purchase that were new, like completely new, you know, from like Amazon and stuff. But for the most part, everything within this challenge, at least for me, came from something I either already owned or came from a secondhand shop. And then just kind of another rule that we had, was just to have fun with it, get creative, get messy, paint, color, staple some things, nail some things together, whatever, just have fun with it. So again, I'll leave Kenya's links all down below so you can subscribe to her and also check out her video. It should be going live around the same time that this one does. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh yeah, awesome creative reuse.
Okay, y'all. So, successful trip. I think I might be able to do the side table. So I got everything I needed, including the canvases. I got my loot back here. I got everything I needed for the pillow, including the pillow. You can see it back there. Pillow cost $1. And then I got paint for like, I think all the paint cost me like altogether maybe $2. Canvases, I think the canvases were like, actually I have my receipt. Like the photo frames were $1 each. Some of the paint was like 25 cents each. One of the paints that like I'm going to be using to cover the canvases cost me $1, and it was like a big bottle. A bunch of fabric. I think the fabric was like the most expensive thing collectively. I think with that I spent maybe like $7 or something. But my total at Austin Creative Reuse was $18.51. $18.51 for two projects. Like a little more than $9 a project, which is crazy. So I'm at a place called Far Out Home Fittings. I've never heard of it before, but I see that they've got some furniture, so hopefully I can find some stuff. This Far Out place was so crazy. It was like a big junkyard. They even had a D for me, which was really funny. But it's a side table when I got there that I was kind of considering, but I thought it was going to be too much work. So I decided to head over to the Flea market, found a pair of tables. They didn't work out that well, so I ended up leaving them behind. So we're back home, and you can see here I measured out the pillow. I was cutting out the fabric that I ended up picking up. I picked up 4 different colors of fabric, this yellow fabric, green fabric, and one in blue and pink. So I cut them up. I was trying to figure out how to do the patchwork, and let me tell you, it was taking forever. Okay, so this is what I've got going on for the patchwork. So I wanted to have the yellow, since it's the only one that has some sort of like textured look to it. It's not actually textured, it's just as flat as these other ones, but it has like a pattern kind of thing to it. And then this is kind of the patchwork that I'm going for. So super simple, but now I need to figure out how to sew these together. So after getting frustrated with my pillow and finally figuring out it's on to the next project, which is the canvases. So I covered them all in about 5 layers of like this off-white paint. And then I just started to create some sort of design. And this is kind of what you see I ended up with. So now it's on to the final project. So we've got the pillow out of the way, the canvas is out of the way. So now it's time to tackle this side table. So I've been wanting to kind of re-jooge this table for a little while just because it seems too plain and it just needs a little bit of help. So I removed the ring and the legs that were attached from underneath it, flipped it over, was trying to assess what it is that I wanted to do. I got these legs from Amazon, a whole entire set, and I was just kind of trying to figure out what the best orientation would be for this table. Then it was on to color. I decided to take the plunge and paint the table this green color, and eventually I go back in with some of this kind of like light brown color just to kind of add some dimension to it so that it just wasn't a flat green table. Got a set of legs from Amazon because I wanted to switch out the legs that I had. Like this is what was on the bottom. I removed this because I wanted to replace it with some wooden legs. Now this tabletop, this little green circle here is, I mean, it's wood, but it might be like cheap wood or maybe some particle wood or something. Like the middle is definitely more of like a cardboardy MDF type of material. I did try drilling a couple of different lengths in screws just to kind of see how it would be because the middle is so thin. Some of them did poke through like a teeny bit, but I was able to kind of push some of them back down and, you know, try to make it as flat as possible. This table is probably going to get thrown out eventually, so I'm just having fun with this project because I wanted to inject a bit more color into this corner instead of just having it be like pink, light wood, and like gold. So I just kind of was like, you know what, maybe I'll do this. And so I might try to make it look kind of like aged a little bit because right now it's just looking like a green blob, which I think it's fine as it is. It's just drying right now. So I'm thinking about using some brown, and because like we have dark brown paint from like just some paint samples that my boo got like a while back, and I also have some of this light brown color left that I used in the artwork. So I think I'm going to use those colors along with one of those sponges and just kind of sponge all over to make it kind of look semi-aged. We'll see. I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll just keep on keeping on. So this is what I ended up with when it came to the table. I did apply some of that brown color to it and just sponged it on just all over the table. The table's looking a little shiny because I added some polyurethane and it was still in the middle of drying. But after that was all dried, it was time for the final reveal. So here's what I came up with. I love this little space now. It's a little bit more my style. I mean, not that it wasn't before, but I really love that I was able to kind of utilize the corner space and put some artwork up. I love the color combination of all the colors together. I feel like they work really well. I'm super impressed with the little table because I was just kind of going off the fly with it, but I really like the way that it came out and I love the color of the green with the color of the wood. So let me know what you think down in the comments. What you think of my DIY? Rate me on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being really great, 1 being, nah girl, you need to put up your power tools. But anyways, stay tuned, stay subscribed. South Africa vlogs start next week and I will see you then. Bye.